So Jacob, what would you say your favourite film genre is?
Favourite film genre? Ooh, I'm probably going to have to say either romance or musicals.
Musicals?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're that type of person. What type of musicals? Like, what films?
I have to admit, I'm more of a classic musical person, like Golden Age of Hollywood, 1950s sort of era. You know, you got your Gold Calamity Jane, you got Singing in the Rain sort of stuff, absolutely beautiful sort of things. But I'd probably say it's around that era, definitely.
Have you seen the new La La Land? It's meant to be incredible. It's leading the Oscar nominations, the BAFTA nominations. I mean,
I haven't seen it yet. I do plan to though. But I've heard it's all about the classic age of Hollywood sort of stuff, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. And it's 11, is it? 11 Oscar nominations, tying the world record.
14, I believe, tying the record with Titanic and another film. I'm not quite sure, but
that's what it is. And it's got a potential to win because it's still has a chance to win the world record for the most, doesn't it?
Yeah. But
I know I've heard great things about it. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
That's good.
Editing, one of the key developments in film history. Due to its creation, everything from home videos to Hollywood blockbusters has been changed forever. From its origins to modern day, there's been a consistent development in the way people edit and study editing. However, few developments are as key to editing history as the theory of Soviet montage. But what exactly is it?
To define montage is interesting depending on the context within which you're talking. It comes from the French monter, which means to assemble or to put together. And in a very general sense in French is the process of editing. In the context of film, it's more commonly associated with a period of filmmaking in the Soviet Union in the 1920s into the 1930s, started by a group of filmmakers who were exploring the cinematic medium more fully and how you can cut shots together.
Okay, so now we know a bit about Soviet montage. We know where, the Soviet Union. We know why. To experiment with film and cinema, all we need to know now is the who.
There were four primary filmmakers who were exploring the different aspects of montage. You have Podovkin, you have Kuleshov, you have Eisenstein, and you have Ziga-Vertov.
So, there are four creators of the theory, each of which developed their own aspects of montage. However, one was the first to develop the idea of the edit itself providing emotion, and that was Kuleshov, with what would come to be known as the Kuleshov effect.
What he's reputed to have done, and there's photographic evidence he did this, although there's no footage that remains, which is one of the reasons why people are a bit unsure about it, was that he filmed an actor with a very impassive expression and then juxtaposed it with a bowl of soup, and then we had a repeat of the first shot of the actor. And the implication of that sequence was that the actor looked at the bowl of soup and was hungry. The second was a repeat sequence, but the soup was substituted with a body in a coffin. It implies a sense of grief or sorrow. And the third example was of a young woman lying kind of very seductively on a chaise longue, and this implies a kind of lust or desire. But the actor's face doesn't change, and it's the juxtaposition, and that's the key term in Soviet montage, the juxtaposition of these two shots, or these three shots rather, in sequence, which draws the audience in to give that sequence meaning by interpreting the information that they're given. But that information is controlled very carefully by the director, in this case, if it happened, then by Kuleshov.
It seems then that Kuleshov had indeed been able to control his audience. He found an effective test which proved that the edit itself provided emotion. Everything from Hitchcock classics to modern day masterpieces used the effect to provide a deeper level of meaning in their films. This made what we watch today more substantial and gave Lev Kuleshov a truly well-known place in the history books.